we have no data acquisition other than the sensitivity of my gluteus maximus. Yes.
Racing bitch face.
Ooh. We're sending it. We're going full Larry and Tyser.
Brakes went away about 5 laps in, and I almost lost it.
You guys, it's race day with Genius Garage and the late 1980s IMSA GTO Corvette. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today. I finally relaxed, or maybe I'm tired and need a Red Bull. I don't know. But we're really looking forward to going out there. I'm not sure if we actually qualified second or third, but we're going to be up toward the front with John DeGainer and Wally Dallenbach. There's a lot of great cars out there, Porsches, Ferraris, NASCARs, you name it. But I wanted to bring you guys kind of on the inside to show you the Genius Garage car and know how far the students really have come with this, because that car is not something you can just buy off the showroom floor. It's something that had to be built, and I want you guys to see where they started. But it's a fun day, and I do want to do a really big shout out. This weekend is my first outing with my Hinchman tailored suit. You get them in Indianapolis. They've been making them since the 1920s, and all the famous guys of the 60s and 70s and beyond have it. So it's really cool, and the suit feels amazing, but it won't protect me from getting run over by a golf cart. So just check them out. I really like the business. Call up Nancy. They're in Indianapolis. They'll make you the best suit ever. But here's the car, guys. And I just want to bring you along, just on a kind of a little bit of a personal journey on the fields. It's fun. The students are all here. Doug's here. Where'd Doug go? Where's the whole gang?
He's behind you.
There he is. Even Doug's here. Yes, the fencer. And he brought his Viper. So it's a fun time. The guys have their cars here. Aaron brought his BRZ, and the M6 is Gavin's, and that horrible rental car over there is my wife's, because her Maserati's in the shop because the computers are actually not talking to each other the way they should. Yes, so all of you that want to make fun of me for that, that was your time. Anyway, you guys, so here is the Corvette. So the story on this, quick to let you know, I originally bought this car for Genius Garage, found it for $20,000. It came with the trailer because the trailer in the car had been sitting for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years in a cotton field down south somewhere, and it was a total mess. So we got the car, stripped it down the first year, and we had to do an engine rebuild. And the funny thing about it is that is the same motor it ran in the early 1990s. It's basically, well, it's an 18-degree head Chevy. It's kind of cool. We never dynoed it. We just put the darn thing back together, refreshed it, pat on the butt, and did the butt dyno in terms of jetting it with the carburetors. And I would be kind of surprised if it made 650 horsepower. It's probably low 600s. I'm kind of guessing. It's a little cantankerous, but it's gotten the job done, and we're nice to it. And what's interesting about it is the other cars in the field, or at least the top 3 or so, they gotta be pumping close to 800 horsepower at the minimum, because they have small block 2 derivatives that came from the late 1990s and later that debuted in Winston Cup NASCAR. So that's kind of a neat thing to see. We are down on power, and this is an old camshaft profile and everything. So that's kind of neat. And if you look down here, you can see everything the guys are caring about. So it's got these neat Gilmer tooth belts for the power steering and the water pump. But this belt right here, that came from your lawn and garden supply, because it's the only size it fits, and the doggone thing works at 8,000 RPMs. Yes, we actually have crap on here from tractor stuff. Yeah, we got our beautiful KW shocks that were made specifically for this, and we're getting it dialed in pretty good, and that's great. But if you guys look here, these are the old school brakes. They're the old school 4-piston calipers we rebuilt, and these rotors are really worn out. So we're gonna need to find a budget for new brakes in the future. But these are the old wide 5 hubs, and that also is kind of the days of the 1980s and circle track racing and whatnot. They're a little heavier, they don't breathe as well, so we gotta be nice to those brakes with whatever's left of them. Just run them for everything they're worth. It's basically where we're at. Hope they stick together. But it's dry sump. I mean, these are the old headers that's been in it. This is the old airbox. It's the old fiberglass body. I mean, if you look in this car comparatively to all the other stuff out there, this is very rudimentary. Analog gauges. We have no data acquisition other than the sensitivity of my gluteus maximus. Yes. And the GoPros, and looking it over together, and observation and eyes. So the thing that's cool about this car, it's very basic, it's very tube frame. It's still similar to what a modern TA1 or TA2 car is, but this is a true vintage race car here. And that's exciting for me because I love vintage racing, I love motorsports history, and I love being the underdog and doing something with a bunch of cool young people. They get to make their dreams and kickstart their careers from it. That's what Genius Garage is all about. So this is actually the oldest car in the field. And we're sending it. We're going full Larry and Tyser. Send it! But maybe not too much because I already put it in the dirt today. But come on over here, I want to show you one other thing before we get going here. Now, I think this might be the most important part of the car, is the radiator shroud here. All these signatures, they're not old drivers. Boo. These are all of the students that have been part of this car. These are all the students that this car has changed their life for the better, and some of the people who have been supporters of Genius Garage. And that right there is amazing because, you know, racing's a really neat thing. Cars are great, they're art, they're sport, and this is fun and we all love it. But of this entire race, Genius Garage is the only thing that is actually getting young people jobs and doing it for real. And I'm just so happy that people are starting to see. We got fans coming from YouTube. John DeGainer, our very sporting competitor, he's a supporter of Genius Garage, championing that, really loves it. Obviously him leading businesses and engineering around the world, he gets the value of that and the value for young people to be involved with something like this, from the teamwork, the engineering, the fabrication, process thinking, and just building life confidence. So it's really exciting, but I wanted you guys to know how raggedy our old beast is, and we just put it together. But I'll give you one other tidbit of information, and this is dead honest true. If you take the cost of our used truck, we bought the old trailer for, how much money we got in our car, and my motorcycle and everything here, we actually have less money in all this stuff than some of these people have spent this weekend to go racing. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. So if that tells you anything, I hope it inspires you all to build your cars of your dreams, shoot for the top and go for it. Because, hey, you may not have all the money in the world to do something big, but if you're smart and you stick with it and you think of it over the long term, maybe you can go finish on a podium. So I don't know if we can do it today, but we're gonna give it the best shot. So see you guys on the track. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
line to notch third place.
Brakes went away about 5 laps in, and I almost lost it.
It's brake pads start packing back when you pedal forward on us. I like barely skipped around the whole outside the track and stayed on. I'm like,
I think I saw that as you were just kind of
way over in the corner.
saying.
Well over.
You know, the race is long enough.
Yeah, it's like he's gonna back. Oh, better.
Yes.
Those bald guys look younger.
I know. Woo! Good job.
Thanks. All right, so here's what we'll do. They'll do this podium thing with the drivers, and then after the other classes do it, we'll all get up here together. All right. So, you guys, we did a thing. No, nothing to say. Oh, you guys need some smelling salts.
No.
Smelling salts. Oh,
Yay!
Fun.
whoa, dude. That's like that vine where that monkey like itched its butt and smelled it and like fell off the tree. Wow. All right, so we finished third. It was a good day. Wally Dallenbach was out front with a newer, faster car and driven very well. John DeGainer also drove his car fantastically, and I saw those guys battling. However, our old bird was not able to hang, so we did the best we can for a good show. And then about, I don't know, 5 or 6 laps in, the front brakes decided to start going away, which required some fancy footwork on straightaways and stuff when a braking zone was coming up to pump with the left foot brake so you can think you got it and then stand on it and hope you still got something and downshift right, which is not what you want to do and increases your braking zones. And there was one moment where I thought there would be a brake pedal where there was not, and I went to the floor on the off-camber, sketchy, slippery entrance to Thunder Valley, and I really thought we were going off, and it was tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Oh my God, we're still going, yeah! But we made it, and that was that. So, how do you guys feel?
Fantastic.
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 Yes?
I feel great.
You feel great?
I feel great. Yeah.
You got some, who's got the medal?
Aaron's
Ain't nobody got, what you got? Oh, look at that. All right, that's cool. So, hey, if you came and watched today, we saw a lot of fans, really enjoyed seeing you, meeting you. I'm glad you hang out. If you're a fan of the channel, you're a fan of Genius Garage, come say hi. Honestly, we love meeting you guys, and it's totally cool. And if I got a really nasty RBF, it's cool. That's just a race face. Yeah, racing bitch face. And for all those who don't, you know what RBF is, right?
Now I do.
Yeah, and I need my Starga Buxloka Macchiacino basic. Yeah, what?
Racing bitch face.
Racing. Ooh.
I like that.
Yes. Big thanks to John DeGainer. I was just taken aback by his sportsmanship, just him championing Genius Garage, the students, what's going on, having a friendly rivalry that's supportive just with everybody. That really made vintage racing feel like the first time I went out. It was really sporting. So I think that was really great. I thought that was well. I thought the event was run rather well today. Everything went smoothly. Would rather not be in the rocks, although I can do a sweet astronaut impression in this awesome henchman suit because I kind of look like an astronaut without all the stuff. We'll do that later, but not in my feet because it hurts a lot. So I feel like we have something else we got to say. Boomer, what do you got?
You did a great job. You wrung everything you could out of the car. No mistakes. Good job.
You know what I did?
What?
The only thing I did different is I tried to be as happy as I think Jacob would be if he was out there.
Wahoo!
Not that happy, but close. Doug, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Did you have fun?
I had a great time. I'm very happy for you finishing third. That was awesome.
Oh, it's us, you guys.
Well, the team.
Yeah.
I'm happy for the team, of course.
I'm
You
just guy
you
that
guys.
gets the crap if I put it in the beach again.
Yes.
Again.
Hey, I had to find the limit. We found the limit.
Yeah, you found the limit.
And
There it
I
is.
didn't put it over this time.
You found the limit, now we have to find a GoPro.
Oh yeah, so when we put the car into the beach and buried it like this, like a lawn dart into the gravel, somebody had his personal GoPro mounted to the splitter.
Yes.
And I think it's buried like a lawn dart and trying
Because-
to be. We may have to sneak out there later.
A couple Trans Am cars may or may not have gone over the same area.
Yeah.
Oh, they went off too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mustang went out there.
Yes. So GoPro, if you're watching, a sponsorship would be awesome. And that's about it. So I think we should check and see how the car is in case we have to work on it, get ready for tomorrow. And if we feel like it's buttoned up, let's go party and eat some steaks. And I'm gonna have a frosty beverage that may or may not have been created with beautiful waving grain in America's heartland. Yes. Anybody else got anything?
It's always raw cake.
Raw
Cake.
Oh, raw cake, y'all! Yeah, hit the bell, subscribe. See you guys next time. Well, a huge thank you to Crushproof Tubing Company. Since 1949 in Macomb, Ohio, they've been manufacturing custom rubber and plastic tubes for every industry imaginable. No tooling or mold costs, fast and free custom samples, and American-made quality is what sets them apart. But for me, I'm most excited about their exhaust evacuation kit. Different modular pieces and their convoluted custom hoses make it so that I can adapt any car, truck, or motorcycle with an internal combustion engine to get those exhaust gases out of my shop so I can keep working in safety and comfort. But beyond just that, they build a variety of hoses for a custom OEM world. You'll see stretchable drain tubing and bellows, as well as agriculture, medical, and military. So again, guys, Crushproof Tubing Company, crushproof.com, and go down in the description below to see where to get your free samples for industry or your exhaust tubing.